So, where we left off, Eldar have kicked down the door and are looting the room.
There, killing
Right.
my humans. I was hoofing it there.
Thump, 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 thump. Okay, so as you get closer and closer, you hear the sound of screaming and gunfire. Both human and Eldar screaming. The Eldar screaming is mostly in pleasure. And the gunfire is both human and inhuman. And then at some point, a very loud screech comes out, which almost breaks your freaking ears as you get closer. Almost sending you deaf. Which is probably answered by a familiar sounding noise of a weapon firing, and a large purple beam punches through the roof into the sky, promptly silencing the scream.
I wonder if there's a gene stealer called here. I'm gonna go continue going in there. Have some more cheesecake. Alright.
I heard cheesecake. What? Gimme! Gimme! Ah, you suck. Okay, you get to about here, and you are stopped by the guards. They just hold out their hands to just ask you to stop, because they know they're not actually going to be able to physically stop you.
Right, you guys can't actually stop me. What's all this? You're killing my humans.
It's a matter of concern against certain individuals. Bear with us for a moment.
Bear with ya.
Just hold on for a moment, please. Could you get the Trueborn, please? As this particular guard whispers to his friend standing beside him. He nods, pops inside.
I walk up to him menacingly.
He just sort of shrinks a little bit. Admittedly, he's fought nastier things, but right now
I breathed on him.
But right now he's by himself, surrounded by unpleasantness. He knows he ain't got much of a chance. He can dodge, but only so much.
For how long?
He's very good at dodging.
That's it.
That's about it. That's the only thing he's got going for him. That'll make sure he's still alive. But after a moment, the gunfire dies down, and out comes an individual slightly taller than the rest.
Haven't I already met their highborn or whatever it's called?
The Trueborn? Yes, you actually have. He does look quite familiar. Tall fellow, reasonably handsome. At least as far as Eldar go, you don't give a flying fuck. You notice that one of his ears has been sort of ritualistically mutilated. It looks less like an ear and more like a piece of lace that's been attached to his head. Whole pieces. As in, he's had bits and pieces removed, sort of sliced off in such a way that it looks like a piece of lace instead of an ear. Pretty impressive.
Lost the there, pointy ears.
Thank you. It took me several years to get it like this. But, nevertheless, what are you doing here for?
These is my humans. What are you doing here?
Oh, they're not your humans. Trust me on this one. Bring it out! And a couple of other Eldar drag out a figure. This thing has 3 arms, bright pink skin, currently no head, and each of these arms ends in something rather nasty, rather large claws. One ends in a large crab claw, that's all spikes.
Is it a gene stealer?
It is not. It looks very humanish. It's got very large breasts. Multiple breasts.
I stare at the Trueborn. Did you do this?
You mean make it like that, or remove the head?
Both.
Remove the head, yes. Make it like that, no.
Is he lying?
Roll scrutiny.
Boy.
1 second. I knew scrutiny would come more in handy than deception. Oof.
Oof. You have no idea.
Hmm.
Eldar trickery.
Well, how was I supposed to trust you? Ain't you get kinda with that whole weird Slanesh thing?
I resent that. Look, we take fun in pleasure and pain, but we are not actually followers of She Who Thirsts. That's why we're here, to put an end to this. And promptly kicks the corpse. Put it on the ship, and they just start dragging it.
Wait. How did this happen then? I only know of 2 Chaos Gods that have dominion over this place.
Well, that's just it, you see. That's how she works. She doesn't work like, the blooded one. The blood one will stab you in the face repeatedly until you are more blood than face.
And what about Sneech?
Usually a little bit more subtle, although we've seen that one from a while away. They're not being very subtle at the moment. But still, they do tend to be a little bit more subtle. For one thing, you haven't seen anything running around in the open just yet.
I kinda have, but we took care of it.
You mean the blooded one with the wings? Yeah, that's not the one I'm referring to.
Oh no, I meant the bird orcs that Sneech caught out over there.
Oh, that means he's starting to make his move. You might want to get on that before he turns you into a massive tentacles. Just to free the heads up.
Right. Well, this takes what's that Hume word?
Precedence?
President.
Oh dear. Look, I understand, but the thing is, we're here to help take care of it. Admittedly, we're not a big fan of helping out, but there's a link here to the webway. We don't want any of these fuckers to get through and start chewing on the souls of, well, us. We're not a big fan of it.
My eyes light up. I look at them. Oi, you get torturing normal Eldar, right?
Torturing? Oh yes. Why? What's going on?
As you get ever thought of cloning them?
It does end up with some interesting results, but they don't have the sort of life experience that gives it that extra flavour. Otherwise, they're just empty dolls. Why are you cloning one?
You get had done cloning before, right?
On occasion. Why?
Do they look normal and act normal like their original race?
Look normal, but like I said, life experience. They're not true Elder. Physically, yes. Mentally, no.
So, in theory, if I was to raise an Eldar, a Tau, or any race like they were supposed to be raised, they would act like them, right?
Potentially, though if you were to do so, I have a feeling they end up rather orcish by association. Where is this going, you unusual lump of fungus?
If I offer my assistance in purging Sneech, in any way, or I can help out, I trust you, Skits. You offered me help when I needed it most. Will use.
We don't care about Zinch.
Oh, I didn't mean to say Sneech. I meant to say Slanesh.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, fair enough.
Will you Skits help me unlock the secrets of cloning?
We could put you in contact with the head homunculus. See what they're willing to share, but aside from that, no guarantees.
It's a maybe, and I'll accept that. Besides, I'm helping out my Humies, or I promised the head one that I'd protect them.
Yeah, you might want to go check that one, cause this thing's been here for a while, apparently. Now, if excuse me, we got some more cleaning up to do.
Well,
round up the spiky dildos, arranged by size.
Just notify my send a parcel or something whenever you needs help.
Yes. Well. Just for now, get out of the way. We've got. Oh my God, that's a lot of leather. Right, we got a lot of things to do. Okay, grab the chains, boys, and get the gimp down from the ceiling.
I leave and go check on the lead honcho.
Okay, yeah, you go meet him. He's looking a bit concerned, and he's promptly gathering all of his things into various containers. What do you want? The fucking Dark Elder here. What are you doing? Go protect us.
I walk over, grab his shoulders, and sit him down. Roy, listen. They ain't here to hurt you. They're here for a reason. You get ever heard of Slanesh?
Who?
Slanesh.
Never heard of them.
Alright, let me put it real simple, Lloyd. Imagine the Eldar. Imagine the... Oh, wait, what?
Roll scrutiny.
I could have just explained it to them.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Well, Slanesh is like a Dark Eldar, except really big and worse.
Uh-huh.
They're here just cleansing Slanesh.
Uh-huh. Isn't it like one of them Wraith Lords that I heard about?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just an orc.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. Okay, they're not here for me. You saying? You sure? You absolutely sure they're not here for me?
They were here for one poor git who had 3 arms, each ending in an appendage that kind of looks like my elbow, and I show him my little elbow with the Tyranid thing on it.
Where the hell did you get the... Never mind.
Spice Hulk.
That thing. You went there?
Yup.
You're
I stole its warp drive.
You got what now?
Don't worry about it. You're first on the list whenever I leave this blasted rock.
What list?
The list.
He gets extremely nervous. Thanks?
You're welcome. Roy, but they ain't here for you gits. Unless you's a Slanesh. You's ain't Slanesh, is you?
No, we're not Slanesh.
Scrutiny.
Okay, this is where I'm actually going to have to roll against you, just in case.
The bullshitting competition.
Yeah, no, you believe him.
I'm calling it now. He's the leader of a Slanesh cult in the Humi district.
Actually, you're pretty sure that the head of that just got its said head exploded. But, yeah, there's a good chance. There's a good chance. But unfortunately, that's their player knowledge.
I nod and believe him. Right, I believe you. But, if you's, I believe you and all, but, if I ask your other men and they happen to lie to me, I was gonna pop their head like melons.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And if I know you wouldn't lie to me, but, if I happen to find out you're lying, I smash his desk with my hammer. That's gonna be you.
That was 200-year-old oak that I've... Oh...
Can I intimidate him into possibly telling me the truth?
I'm not sure about that one.
You're not sure?
He would probably... I mean, if you intimidated him, he's not going to tell you the truth, because that would just mean you would kill him.
You're right.
Yes.
That would just make him lie harder.
It would just activate his fight or flight instinct. I am a fool.
Yeah, he'll just push that button under his desk that's connected to a nuclear warhead.
Under his desk? You mean under the rubble?
Oh, shit. He did push the button, technically. Oh, fuck! He's just gonna just nod. we'll behave. We'll behave. Just please don't squash me or shoot me with an orbital cannon.
Oh, right, we have those dings too.
Uh,
Yeah. If one of you gets his loin, I might just strap you to the front of that cannon and fire it.
Well, at least it'll be fucking quick.
All right,
don't.
you gets. I'll see ya. And I know all you giddies are pretty excited about being Space Marines and all, but I think I might have the Dark Eldar take a look at them just to be safe.
Right. We gave you our children. Oh, dear God. Fine. Whatever. Sure.
I wave at them and I leave.
He just sort of puts his head between his hands and just, oh man, what the hell?
He's picked the wrong cult to lead, but I don't know anything about it.
And as soon as he closes the door, you hear movement starting to pick up inside.
I don't turn around. I'm going straight to Eldar home camp. I'm assuming they re-inhabited their old cave.
At the moment, there's just these guys here, as far as you know. But if you want to go there, you do find a handful of them. Takes you a better part of the day to get there, though. But you do find a handful of them there, gathering together, getting things
Sure,
set
since
up.
it takes me so long to get there, we can talk with the other guys. That's
Yeah.
the reason why.
Alright, so Killer Queen off into the distance, plinking away. In the meantime, Turnus, what are you doing in town, buddy?
Well, last we took off, I was helping I was helping some commandos train.
That's right. So, give me a command test.
Oh boy.
There we
Okay.
go. You should have it. You went.
Can't you roll Intimidate rather than Command? I thought that was one of our
Nope.
little perks.
Oh yeah, technically you could roll intimidate instead.
Yeah. Okay, well I have at least 2 ticks in intimidate.
Yay! Roll intimidate.
Baby.
Plus, minus.
Nope, straight up.
What do I get? I did it. No, I did not. Reroll.
You're gonna waste a reroll on that?
Why not? I got
Might
4.
be combat this session.
Yeah, he's got 4. He's fine. It's a bit of a clusterfuck for the entire day. You yell them to go left, they go sort of left for a little bit, and then just sort of go right. You tell them to go right, they go forward. You tell them to hide behind that piece over there, they hide over that piece. You tell them to hide behind another piece, they eat it. Yeah, there's not much gain. You're pretty sure that these guys are just dumb. Really, really dumb. The boss is standing there beside you after a little while and just sort of shares a look with you. And just sort of shakes his head, pats you on the shoulder and walks away.
This is like a Mighty Duck scene.
A little bit. Yeah, these guys are dumb. There's a certain type of individual who's drawn to the life of a commando.
These are not it.
No, these are it. So, unfortunately, the most of the day is wasted yelling at idiots who can't seem to put 2 and 2 together. Park, what are you doing?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Alright, we'll come back to you. Christian,
I've got no idea.
you got no idea?
Yeah.
Well, you are the surgeon, therefore you are able to perform a science experiment if you wish to do so.
Oh, yeah,
If
sure.
you guys want, I could grab you guys on my way to the Eldar. Dark Eldar.
Yeah, sure, I'll come with you to the Dark Eldar.
Everyone coming with? Gronk? Window?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll come out I'll meet you out there with my warbike. Or
Window?
no, I took the jet bike. Yeah.
Probably. Okay, so you do arrive, and I'll just move you to the world. Actually, yeah, world map.
I thought you had a little map for their little cave section.
What should we call it?
You only have the map for the webway, not for their
Yeah,
cave.
the webway. I never had a camp for them. Mainly because I didn't expect you idiots to try and attack them anytime soon, because that
We
would
did attack him. We
You
worked
could,
with
but might not have ended well. But,
him. We really have a reason to.
yeah, precisely, that too. You see one large Tantalus, a couple of Raiders, a couple of Ravagers, a whole bunch of jetbikes. It looks like a decent-sized fleet, but it's about half the size of what was there previously.
I'm gonna look at Windle.
Huh?
You think they'll be hostile towards me, even though I know their boss?
I'm not sure what type of hostile that might be, boss.
Hostile, like, they'll shoot me.
Depends with what, boss, with Dark Eldar.
Well, you're just gonna come with me, just in case.
Whatever you say, boss.
So, me and Windle will walk up to the group and I'll call out to them.
They've seen you coming from a mile away.
They could hear me whispering. I was right next to them.
No, you just feel a tap on your shoulder and look down. There's an Eldar there, just saying, waving at you.
I wave back at them.
So you're here to see the boss?
Oh God, why did I come here again? Oh, I remember. I remember.
We just leave. I forgot.
I remember.
It's just like, oh, okay.
I remember. Always don't necessarily need to meet your boss again, but I was wondering if you get out a way to sniff out Slanesh folks. Slanesh kids.
Well, they did capture a few alive in that raid that apparently you witnessed. There's a few other bits and pieces around here, but for the most part, unfortunately, interrogation doesn't really seem to work on, at least not our method.
These kids don't have like a little machine that dings if they find Slanesh.
No, such things aren't really possible.
You can't sniff it out with your weird noses.
He's wearing a helmet, but you kind of get the feeling that he's glaring at you. We're not sniffer hounds.
Can they do it?
We do have a few things that could help. We do have something called an Urgle, but they're only good for tracking. But for the most,
You have a Nurgle?
an Urgle.
Yeah. Let's just have Nurgle. He's in the back.
Well, if I bought one of your boys with me to look over some Yumis, would you be able to tell if they're infected by Slanesh or not?
I suppose. What are you thinking? What's the deal?
The deal is, if these gits are infected by Slanesh, you shoot them.
Fair deal.
But the special arrangement is that the kids, so take them out back and do it kind of quietly.
Fair
I don't want to
enough.
stir up the rest of the kiddos.
You're a weird one.
I got a plan.
That. Oh dear. That's even worse. Okay, an orc with a plan. Fantastic. Okay, you stay here. I'll go inform the boss. And.
Right.
Yeah.
I look over at Gronk. Right, Gronk, you're gonna break the news to Vlad.
What?
Alright, Gronk. I give him enough bad news. I'm sure it'll be refreshing to see a new face. You're gonna call Vlad, and you're gonna tell him that Doc Eldar are gonna come in with me, and they're gonna sniff the children, and tell him if they're Slanesh, they're gonna kill him.
Right. That'll be fun.
Go for
Pass
it,
me the
champ.
communicator.
He's got one. Use it.
I pull it up. Call Vlad.
This is Vlad.
Right, Vlad. You know Slanesh, right?
Who?
You know children, right?
I don't know
What?
where this is going. What do you want about?
You know Doc Eldar.
Yeah, I know those little fuckers. What do you want?
Right, you know us. Weez
Ah,
is gonna come there with the Dark Eldar
what?
and look for Slanesh.
What?
So we're gonna make
I-
sure there's
I'm gonna
no
grab the
Slanesh
communicator. This
kids.
is a bad idea.
And you hear an unholy screech emanate
I-
from the thing.
I push you over, Gronk, and take your communicator.
Oof.
Roy, Vlad, he didn't explain it very well. You know what Slanesh is, right?
It's just the same conversation.
Yep.
You guys remember Despicable Me 2?
No.
Okay, well,
I didn't
there's a bit where the minion's gonna get mutated, and they push an intercom to speak to them, and they're just screeching, yelling, and that's kind of what's coming out of this thing. It pauses for a moment when you speak about Slanesh, but it just picks up even more.
Right, Vlad, calm down. Think of noise-happy technology.
Roll
Computers.
charm.
And charm, that's a thing I sure don't have. I have a green beard hot glued to my face. What charm?
Yeah.
Can I intimidate him to calm down?
Sure. After a few minutes, you try to be calm down. Think of something nice. You scream back after a while.
What?
The top of your lungs. A
Right,
few
Vlad,
meters
now that
behind you, a dark elder just sort of just falls down a bit of a cliff. He didn't know he was just there. He just sort of bounce, 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 thud, lands in front of you.
Right, Vlad, now that you're calmed down, do you know what Slanesh is?
No idea. What are you on about? What?
Right. Shh. Gronk didn't explain it well. So Slanesh is one of them Chaos God gets, right?
What?
Like Korn or Sneech. Those gets.
What?
You know those.
Yeah,
Those
no,
Chaos.
I get it. This individual is. Ugh.
Right, Vlad.
He's gaining a lot
Recently-
of corruption points at this point.
Recently, in the Yumi village, they found some cult members of Slanesh.
There's a fucking cult loose. Oh, shit.
Something like that. He was all mutated. But
Lovely.
the reason that we are bringing these gits to your place is to make sure that the children ain't infected by Slanesh. You wouldn't want little tentacle monsters running around trying to hump your knee, would ya?
About that. I've had
They
a
aren't
few...
all infected, are they?
Not with the Slanesh virus that you might be talking about, so it could be. I don't know. Look, things have happened. You remember how I started implanting?
Yeah.
Good. You might want to come see some of the results.
I hang up and I give a thumbs up to the Eldar, Dark Eldar. Roy, I'll send them out, and if they're bad, shoot them. If they're not, send them back in. I don't want you shooting them if just to shoot them.
Aww.
Or the rest of my kids will take you out.
That's fine. Look, we just have to wait for the boss, okay? Just give me a second. I gotta get back up to my position.
Boys don't got time. Yous either come and not and brave up, or you sit here like a wussy. What'll it be?
I guess the boss will have to come. Right. Well, it looks like he's actually decided, and you see the Tantalus start to lift off and start moving towards you.
I look at it.
It sort of glides gently past you. You see an individual pop its head over. It's the Trueborn you met before. You idiots coming or not? We got apparently Slanesh-eyed individuals to kill. Come on, lead us the way. We don't know the way.
Potentially. Always gonna need you to close your eyes the entire time.
You do realize what happens if we did that, right? We fucking
What?
crash!
No. We'll be driving. It's alright.
The fuck you will!
We are.
Yeah, no. Floor it! We'll figure it out ourselves.
Wait, we'll lead ya. Oh, I
Moment.
guess we'll drive to Vlad's and we'll see what the dealio is.
After a while, you do actually manage to catch up. They're not going as fast
Boss.
as they
Boss, is this such a good idea?
could.
Right, Windle, how is we supposed to know if they're corrupted? Besides, I could always just scrub them.
Right, so fast forward a couple of hours. You catch up with them after a little while. They're not going flat out. You eventually manage to get ahead of them and guide them through the ruins into Vlad's area. And as soon as you do, various turrets pop out and start pointing towards the Tantalus.
Let's back up to about a half a mile's distance from Vlad's little HQ.
Yep.
And I tell them to wait here, and we're gonna drive up to Vlad's place.
Sure, you go right ahead.
So we go right ahead.
Alright. So, as far as you can tell, they are in fact standing there. As far as you can tell. You approach. The turrets are still pointing over off in the distance towards the Tantalus. And you do get an open door to go in and see Vlad, and he's standing there rather impatient and rather pissed off. What are you doing?
They're waiting half a mile away from this place. It's alright.
They're a dark elder half a mile away from my shiny shit.
Don't worry, your turrets are pointing right at them.
It won't be enough. Those turrets are
It'll-
dumb. They fire
be
things they
enough.
can see. These fuckers. They move their way in a way we can't fucking see. 1 moment. Just give me a second. Okay, here we go. And you hear a slight scream off in the distance. Aha! I got one of the fuckers. Electrified floor painting. Ha ha ha! Suck on that, you little shit.
Right, keep that on, just for safety purposes. What seems to be the deal with the kids?
Some of them have had reactions towards the GNC. They apparently don't quite get it right. Some of them have developed gigantism.
Right, that's to be expected, right? Aren't the Space Marines like as tall as us?
Technically, that. But it's much more controlled over a long period of time. Your Caesar's funds have gone a bit weird. I'll show you one of them. And he leads you into an area, and one of them is like his right arm's like 4 times the size, his left foot's 3 times the normal size, the left side of his head is swollen, part of his chest is giant bulging. Well, this is one of the this is one of the failures.
Vlad, I thought you were gonna perfect it before you put it on the kids.
I thought I did, but who else am I going to test this shit on? I think I can recover it. No guarantees.
Right, well, is any of these gets growing tentacles or something like that?
Well, we did have one individual who, well, let me show you. And it leads you into another room, a bit of a cell, basically. And there's an individual there who's, well, he's a little bigger than normal. But you notice that his arms and legs are rather floppy.
Like a seal or what?
He says, so one of the things is to improve bone density. This fun turns his bones into jelly.
This is not a tentacle, Vlad.
No, this is about as technically as it gets, as far as I can see. Still, rather fucking disturbing not having really bones. I mean, look at the poor fucker. Although I do have one success, admittedly it's also a failure.
Or is it a failure?
It's a successful failure. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Follow me. And he leads you into another cell area. And there's an individual who's about 14 feet tall. And looks like the fucking Hulk.
Why, you're tall. You're almost as big as I am. Is this what you mean by failure, Vlad?
His brain is
Beautiful.
is very useful. Guaranteed to smash way through, well, pretty much anything. But Space Marine he fucking ain't. Also,
Oh, you made better than Space Marine. You made an orc.
That's not
Right, Vlad.
Look at this thing. It's dumb as fuck. But
Right, Vlad.
plus side, I think it's it.
Excellent.
And yeah, what?
How is yous with brain transplants?
Depends on donor and recipient. Why?
If I brought you a few humans, would you be able to transplant that special brain in with a normal brain?
He started off with normal brain. I think this is a result of body and mutations. And look, I will not guarantee
It
it.
certainly isn't normal anymore.
No. Look, this thing's beyond help. Just forget about it being smart. You don't need this thing to be smart. It's battering ram.
Right. If I can get my hands on Terminator armor, I'll put him in it. But other than that,
not yet. No, not gonna fit in Terminator armor. This thing twice size of normal Space Marine.
I look at Gronk.
I look back. What?
Gronk, you just gonna do me a big favor.
Oh, is this now?
You remember that big fella that was with that corn guy who crumped me? The Terminator guy.
You want me to steal a Cornate Berserker's Terminator armor?
No. I want you to make it, but for him, his size.
Right, you want me to make some Terminator armor to fit that?
Yet. Don't worry about that. I've got already armor on manufacture for this one.
Oh, alright. You don't gotta worry, girl.
It won't be Terminator armor. That stuff... No, I can't make that.
That's alright. Bigger than the bunch, ain't a smart. That's alright.
This thing
I haven't
for
got
blood
any normal
objects
successes yet.
This thing for smashing down doors and crashing heads. Not for, taking overworld. Maybe I could replicate it a few times, but no guarantees.
So you haven't had any normal successes yet?
Yet I have actually a few that are growing, it's per correct path, at least what,
I want to meet him.
In next room, not worries. He leads you in. There's a nice little barracks, a few doors down. There's a few, like half a dozen young men in there who look a bit taller, beefier than you last remember them.
I smile, ear to ear.
Well, these are
Has-
successes.
Have you given? Do they know how to talk? Are they smart?
Oh, as smart as they could be. Not much of an education, but they know how to speak.
Well, I've given them an education.
Oh,
Ain't
dear.
that right, Windub?
Well, whatever you say, boss.
Yeah. I think we got a few books about High Gothic and society. That's what you get speak, right? High Gothic.
They look at each other. No, sir?
I was asking Vlad.
Oh, yes, I have not yet begun to educate them on that.
Right. I'm gonna call all the successful boys front and center. Do they come front and center?
They do. They all line up a relatively orderly fashion.
Right. Which one of you is going to be the best, the biggest, and the strongest?
They look at each other. Some of them sort of raise their hands. I will be.
Come on. Be confident. Be confident. Which one of you is the best, the biggest, and the strongest?
One of them sort of shoves another one. I am. These idiots
What's
ain't
your
gonna
name?
be strong enough. Ah, shit. Sigismund.
Sigismund. Right. Well, you've got something to work for. I don't know if there's a way that I could have possibly taken a photograph of anything. Do orcs have photography technology? Does my voice communicator have a camera?
It's not an iPhone.
I mean,
I'm sure Vlad can get a camera.
Do you want him to pull up a picture of a space marine and present it?
I was gonna ask him to pull up, but I was gonna show a picture of the Space Marine armor I have sitting in my office.
Oh, yeah, probably. I think at one point, Wyndham's one of the previous characters had a camera. I'm pretty sure it's still floating around. Say,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I'll just ask Vlad to pull up pictures of Space Marines then, I guess.
All right. So he pulls up a few pictures.
If Hughes truly is the best, Hughes is going to be wearing this one day. And Hughes is going to be working for... I want you to guess who's Hughes going to be working for.
You?
Me. And why is that?
Because you're the only one around here with a spaceship being built.
That's not the right answer.
That's the only answer that concerns us.
Right. Well, I guess none of you's a Space Marine material yet.
Ouch.
Vlad, make sure to teach him well. And, keep an eye on the one who says he's the strongest. If he gets stronger than me, I'll crump him.
But boss, if he's stronger than you, then how are you gonna crump him?
Good point.
In his sleep.
I mean, he doesn't have
Oh,
a
good
giant.
idea,
He's standing right
super
there and
hammer.
he's glaring at you.
Are you giving me eyes?
He may be stronger, but he doesn't have a giant reality hammer.
Yes, but what if he's physically stronger than him and his weapons combined?
Then we're all fucked.
Then, if he's that strong, then we need to activate our exterminatus and just blow him up.
Yeah,
You know what, Vlad?
I'll tell you what.
Always want to.
I'll tell you what. If he actually manages to get stronger than you and kills you, we're playing Death Watch from here on out.
And I'm gonna be that guy.
A very strange
Vlad.
version of Death Watch. Yes. What do you want?
I always would like to borrow that one. The one he said he was the strongest. I want him to meet his drill instructor.
Okay. Well, you
It's
heard him.
McVeigh, don't worry.
You heard him, you poor little shit. Try not to die and get back here alive. You've got more bits and pieces to put inside you.
I offer my hand for a handshake before spitting on it.
Okay. You offer it to the boy or the lad?
The boy.
The boy takes it, shakes it.
Alright, welcome aboard. Yous is gonna meet your drill instructor.
Oh joy.
And he'll teach you how to be a proper Marine.
Uh-huh.
So, let's cover him up in a little duffel bag so the Dark Eldar don't see him.
Wait,
And
what
let's
was
drive.
He stuffs him inside of a bag. He's trying to resist, but there's no chance.
There's like 4 or 5 orcs.
Yeah, not a fucking chance. Not a chance. So, you stuff him into a bag, you start hauling him out. Vlad, make sure he turns off the electrified floor plating before you get to it.
Vlad, make sure to turn that back on when we leave.
Also, could you remove that piece of charcoal over there that used to be a Dark Eldar?
Hey, Gronk, target practice. Take that out.
I meant pick it up and take it off the floor. Otherwise, things go.
I just pick it up and throw it over my shoulder. I'm gonna cook him.
It is a solid piece of charcoal. Whoever it used to be, that's not them anymore.
Hey, that's good grill material right there.
Does it have bones? I can make bone broth.
Yeah, there's some bones in there.
I'll salvage the bones.
So we'll get on our little truck and I'll wave the Dark Eldar off because there wasn't any problems.
The Dark Eldar aren't there.
Yeah, remember they're half a mile away.
Yeah. You just hear a few screams off in the distance as apparently the Eldar have found something else to do.
Okay, that's good then. So we're gonna go back to base if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah. I could go back to base for a while.
We can each have a hand in molding this young man to not be so disrespectful to his new boss.
We're gonna teach him how to wrestle knobs. That'll be his training.
Basically the same as wrestling an Ogren.
Kinda, yeah. Only the ogre is less likely to eat you. So, he gets dumped out onto the floor, surrounded by probably like half a dozen knobs, grinning down at him like, "Ah, shit."
Roy, what was your name again?
Sigismund.
Sigismund. Oh, I can't remember that. Give me a good name to remember. Shorten it something.
Sig.
Sig, that works for me. Alright, Sig, welcome to the Lion's Den.
What's a lion?
It's an animal.
I don't know either.
It's like an orc, but on 4 legs.
You mean... Okay.
Looks around for one.
Pretty much.
For the day, Hughes is going to be following Windub around.
He looks over towards the individual with the sparks coming out of his brain, which is also exposed, wearing a tutu. He's thinking, do I really have to? He looks
I do a little pirouette.
Oh dear. His eyes go wide. He looks at you with a look of utmost concern.
Oh, is you scared? Space Marines can't be scared.
You all see the same shit I am, right?
Sig, I live with it.
Oh dear. He just sort of
Do you
picks
want to
himself.
be a Marine or not?
Yes, I want
Get
to be a Marine.
boss.
Yes, Windub.
Nothing more.
I thought you said boss.
He just sort of cautiously edges towards Windub and stands next to him.
I push him closer, almost into a hug.
Okay.
Ugh.
Right, Windub, you've got a job. Yous is gonna teach him about the knowledge of his culture. Or you think we got a few books about humans lying around, just teach him about them. You can read, right? One of us has to read.
Do I know how to read?
Yeah, mostly. It takes you a good half an hour to get across a single page, but yeah.
I can probably invest a whole lot of XP in that.
You don't have any knowledge of Astartes, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Let me rephrase that then. Wyndham, instead of teaching him about his culture, how about you just teach him respect?
Slap.
Oh.
What's that, boss?
Respect, like how you feel about me. Make him feel that way towards you, and then to me.
That could go horribly, horribly wrong.
I trust Wyndham.
Okay, boss, I can do that.
Alright.
And not vigorously.
And I look down. I kneel down to the manlet, and I look him dead in the eyes. If you try to escape, Weez is gonna kill you.
Yeah, I kinda got that. Could you please don't?
Please?
Please?
Space Marines don't say please.
Okay.
Right, have fun. I slap him on the back and send
Okay.
Wyndham on his way.
This is gonna go horribly.
And now I'm gonna look at Gronk and Rolik. Right, you two.
You.
Gronk, Rolik.
Boy.
Always got jobs for you.
What are they?
Right, Gronk, Rolik, I want you twos to go down to the Prometheum refinery and try to convince the owner to give us some favor.
Alright. But first, I'm going to roll to upgrade my Astartes assault cannon to be more shooty. The actual weapon upgrade.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's just negative 30. Take it.
Alright, hold on.
I think that's trade armor.
And
Wait, it's armor, not tech use?
No, that's making. Armor is modifying.
while they're all doing that, I'm gonna head to the
let me
Dark
look
Eldar on my own.
Trade. Yeah, I don't have that. I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. I thought it would have been a tech use. Fuck that. I don't even have trade armor.
Uh-huh. That's going to be a bit of an issue.
It's alright, Curtis.
What is trade armor? Where it doesn't. I don't even have that.
So wait a minute. By convinced, did you mean like
Yeah, never mind.
threaten him with weapons and
No,
stuff?
don't threaten him. It's a Prometheum refinery. You're basically
Oh.
asking me, should I take out a lighter in a methane factory?
I've got a flamethrower.
No. It's a bit of metagaming here, but kind of like what I did with the mech boys in the town. Just try to give us an edge with the Prometheum refinery.
So you want us to go to the Prometheum refinery and just basically sweet talk them?
Cut a deal, yes, where it's in our favor, or just convince them so that we control the Prometheum refinery.
All right, let's go down there.
And I'll head to the Dark Eldar base on my own because I have some personal business to talk to with the Highborn or whatever his name is.
Right, the Trueborn. Trueborn!
Yeah.
Alright, well, he's currently a bit busy going through the ruins, shooting whatever he can find.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do Windub and Gronk and Rolik.
Okay. Windup, you've been given the rather unusual task of babysitter. How do you proceed?
I look at said, quote, baby, unquote.
He looks at you skeptically.
Right. Now, what you know about space marining?
They're big, they're mean, they punch things really, really hard. Is that about it?
No, those are orcs.
Uh-huh.
Space marine are mean, big, and punch things really hard. Completely different.
Jesus, I didn't tell you to teach him these things.
Too late! Okay.
Right. Now, what do you know about command structure?
Next to nothing. Aside from the big one being in charge?
Well, what do I know about Space Marine command structure?
Do you have any form of knowledge of Space Marines?
Where's that candle at?
I was about to say maybe it's candle time window.
Okay, if you want to do staring into it, let's see. What kind of knowledge do you want and how much?
Space Marine command structure knowledge?
So knowledge, Space Marine or Adeptus Astartes. How much knowledge do you want?
Just the basics to start with.
Alright, so rank 1 will be a -10 willpower test.
Okay.
I'm going to assume for his own safety, you're not doing this with the boy in the room.
I'm gonna say, wait here. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I need stuff to do. See.
Alright. Roll. -10 willpower. Alrighty then. Success means gains points of corruption. You do not. So, for the next few hours, you have gained the knowledge of Adeptus Astartes. Basically, 1 point in the law. You can explain to him the very basic history of them, what they are, what they represent, the varied command structures of various more well-known chapters, basic understanding of their training, very basic stuff.
Right. So, the important thing is, I tell him, is that in the Space Marine command structure, stronger is not always in command.
Okay.
But if you has a commanding officer, you always listen to him, even if you're stronger.
Uh-huh.
Or he take out gun and shoot you in head.
Okay. I gotcha. And?
I'm gonna scrutiny that.
Okay.
Perfect.
You're pretty sure he's going along with it, yeah. So he's
Alright.
just sort of sitting there
So
waiting.
I'm gonna keep explaining all the other stuff.
Okay, after a few hours, the knowledge will leave your brain. Probably about halfway through a sentence. He absorbs most of it. He's a bit confused about the vast majority of what you're saying. But he's going along with it. He just smiles and nods. Alright.
Right. So, remember, in our case, our boss, I look around, is not very smart, see?
Mm-hmm.
But is still the boss. If he tells you to jump, you jump.
Gotcha.
I take offense to
But
that smart comment.
He's not smart enough to tell you how high to jump. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself.
Right. Okay. This is going to get me killed in a most horrific way. Thank you
It's
for
okay.
your, thank
I'm
you for
there
your
for you.
I don't know how I feel about that. Can I go get something to eat now?
I pull out
I
a
don't
spoon.
know if he can handle our food.
I know. Gronk, give me a cooking test.
He has to handle Gronk's cooking. I might just kill him right now from all the way across the map.
You better not. This is our potential Primarch right now.
Alright,
Like, fuck.
he's gonna get some of that
Wait,
Eldar
not
bone
Primarch.
broth.
Oh my
God, what's
god.
the second in command of the Primarch called again?
Chapter Master.
Yeah, he's our potential chapter master. I'm the Primarch.
Yeah, mostly might be a fucking sergeant. But yeah, okay. Roll, Mr. Gronk, for cooking.
Alright. My cooking is that bad?
Oh my goodness, you're gonna kill him.
Alright. Hold on.
Wait,
Don't
wait.
I get a plus 20 because of that book?
Oh yeah, the cooking book.
Well, in that case, I passed.
Yeah, it's edible. He's not particularly happy about what he's
Eldar
eating.
bone broth.
If you tell him that, yeah, he's gonna be very unhappy about it. Okay. It tastes a bit funny. I can tell you right now, he's taking a few corruption points right there. I mean, it's fucking Dark Eldar, dude. But yeah, he eats it. He's not gonna keel over and die. He does look a bit green around the edges, though, which, as far as you're concerned, is actually a good thing. Aside from cooking dinner, Gronk, what are you doing?
Well, me and
Still got it.
Rolar are heading up to the Prometheum factory.
Okay.
So, me and Rolar head up to the Prometheum factory, and I hop off my jetpack and I look around for anybody that looks like they know what they're doing.
There's one individual who's wearing a high visual vest and a yellow hat. You're pretty sure
Well-
he's in charge.
I walk over to him. Oi,
Yeah? What do you want?
you know where the boss is.
You're looking at him.
Use the boss.
Yes.
Right. Well, you see, my boss told me to come here.
Good for you.
Now, do you know why?
Because
He's
you
gonna
was
cut
told.
you a deal.
Great.
So, me and my companion here
Yeah.
wants to cut you a deal so we can get some discounts on your Prometheum. We've been loyal customers, and we's gonna make you an offer.
Uh-huh.
Right. Help me out here, Rollock. Shoot me some ideas.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You didn't exactly send the think tank ahead. Alright, come on. Come on, this is role play. This is where you do it.
I'm
Right.
just halfway to the elder base. He calms me. What do I say, boss?
Right. I'll tell you what.
You get a lifeline.
Right. I'll tell you what. Does you need doing anything important? I'm sure he's just a busy man. Orc.
Well,
Yeah.
I do have one job that needs doing.
Good job.
Go on.
There's a special one just for here and for us, and nobody seems to be wanting to do it.
Right.
If you gets is willing to do it, we'll cut you a deal.
Go on.
I'm not going to tell you what the job is until you agree.
I call the boss up. Boss, he wants us to do a job for the deal.
He wants you to do what for the deal?
He needs us to do an odd job around his factory. You think we should take it?
Put me on the line.
I hand him the phone.
Okay.
Right, use the boss. Get.
I am.
Always that boss. Get. Right. They ain't the sharpest hatchets in the barrel, but they're good people. They're good people. But we wants to cut you use a deal. We always have a plan and always wants to involve you. How would you like space travel? Visiting other worlds, getting more Prometheum than you can get your grimy little hands on.
Sounds like fun. What are you on about?
Right. Well, if I always happen to leave this dreaded little rock, would you like to come along?
Yeah, sure. If you use the boss, then use the boss. And I always have to come along with the boss.
Exactly. Right. So, for now, until I can get off this blasted rock, always wants to make a deal with you. Always think of it like this: you charge the rest of these gits a little bit more than they're paying for. Say that Prometheum's low this millennia or something, and charge us the normal fee. You get double the money, you get double the profit, and we get an advantage.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Fair enough, we can do that for a little bit. But, I have heard that you're the one who's building a damn spaceship for getting off of this here rock. So,
Oh, yes, and it's very exclusive.
fair enough. If you just put me in charge of fuel and requisitions, being your, quartermaster, then we've got a deal.
I'll have to think about the quartermaster thing, but I want to throw in a little bit more. If my boys do this job for you that none of your other gits will do, will you claim loyalty to our clan?
Right here, right now, no. But in the near future, yeah. You take out another clan, and we're definitely going to declare for you.
So we take out one more clan, and you claim loyalty to us, and we get your Prometheum for almost free.
Almost free, yes.
Right. And doing this job for you ain't gonna get us squat.
I'll get you a couple of barrels. I mean, it's worth that. It's a nasty job.
I want to be able to fill up a truck with those barrels.
I'll give you half a dozen barrels. It's not much, but it's all we're going to give you.
7.
Nope.
6.5.
I'll give you 6 barrels and a nice jug full of it.
Right. And a Gretchen. Gonna get that out of you
sure.
too.
I got a couple sick around who's... Yeah. I'll give you a Gretchen.
Right. 6 bears, a jug, and some Gretchen.
Yep. 1 Gretchen.
1 Gretchen.
One
You caught
Gretchen.
me.
Yeah, you're a clever one. I'll give you that. Right.
Right. So my boys will do your job, no problem. If you got any trouble with them, call me. You've got my number. And I hang up.
Good. Boys, you should come with me. We've got to get you suited up.
Roy.
It's got to get you out of that armor. It ain't going to help him. As a matter of fact, that's going to make it a lot worse if he does. You're going to need to put all your guns over here in the locker. Don't worry, they ain't going nowhere. Nobody's that dumb.
Right.
And now you've got to get into these things. And he leads to what looks like a giant woolen tube.
Oh boy.
Right.
A tube?
A tube. Right.
A cube.
A tube. Right,
A
you
tube.
put your arms up.
A tube.
A tube.
For
Gesundheit.
the fourth time, yes, a tube.
Tube.
Enough. Right. You boys, lift your arms up. You're gonna need to put your arms up for this one.
Okay.
A couple of knobs lift the tubes and then put them over your head. And start squeezing you into it. And put your arms through a couple of holes. And your head pops out of top. And they do the same for both of you. Right. You're going to be chimney sweeps. And
I'm
for the
okay.
next 6 or 7 hours, you get lifted by a crane and shoved into the smokestacks.
I am so sorry, Gronk.
I'm just covered in. I'm literally just a black orc now.
I'm just sitting there
you're
with a
black
smile on my face.
Yeah, if you really do that, even your teeth are going black. Fast
It
forward.
tastes like Grunk's cooking on a bad day.
So when you get back home with a truck in tow, out steps 2 very black objects, almost verta-black. It's real nasty.
You know what? Just for fun.
He's
What?
rolling something. This can't be good.
I fucked it up. I rolled an equal sign. I'm not even there. You can't even see me.
No, you see one object with a shadow that just happens to be Gronk. He's on the ground pretending to be the shadow of Rollock. So there they are. A rather black object just getting out of a truck. What do?
I wave.
The black object waves at the group. Alright, so, moving on. Wyndham, if you're going to continue to do more teaching, you might need to do a few more willpower rolls.
Oh wait, is that head honcho back yet?
Head honcho? Which one?
Travis.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one that I...
Right, the Trueborn. Yeah, he swings by at some point.
Right, well I wanted to talk with him. I have some personal business with him.
Oh, very well. He climbs down. Just be aware there's very large weaponry pointing at you, so don't try anything.
Boys ain't here to kill you. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be dead.
As if. Right, come on, out with it.
Right. You get something to Slaneshoids.
Yes.
Do you get to know how they started?
Not overly, although there's something about an individual from not being around here who died not that long ago, but the exact details are a bit sketchy. They're not really
Right.
forthcoming.
Can anyone else hear what we're talking about?
You're out in the open.
Roy, I'd like to talk with you privately.
This is about as private as it's going to get. I'm not setting foot inside there because I'm not an idiot.
You can bring a guard or something, or it ain't gonna hurt you.
Very well. He just snaps his fingers. A couple of boys pop out, start following him. One particularly female Dark Elder wearing next to nothing pops out as well. Starts following him.
When we get somewhere a little more private, I'll start talking with them now. Always have a proposition for you.
Very well. I'm listening.
Always is doing some cloning.
Cloning. I believe you also mentioned something about Slanesh children, and then you
That
just...
wasn't a problem. It was just something that Vlad was having trouble with.
Right.
You get the only other Eldar I know about, aside from those ruins.
Yes.
You get knows about your own history and such, right?
Yes, I am a rather well educated in my own people.
I look at him seriously.
Yes.
Can I trust you with something in exchange for something else?
To a point. It depends on what it is and how I'm feeling.
Right. How would you feel about intergalactic travel?
Intergalactic? As in, between or along this galaxy or between other galaxies?
Always don't really know words that well.
I gathered as much. Look, we don't need your sort of help. We can do that on our own.
No. Yous don't get it. Let me explain more. Always have a plan to infiltrate planets and take them over in the shadows. Yous gets is really good at that.
Indeed. Now you've got my attention.
Always needs your help to do such a thing. In exchange, always ain't letting you do it for free, and I sure as hell am not trusting you with any ounce of my men or other men. I am raising an Eldar, well, slowly am cloning an Eldar army.
I don't see that going very well, but nevertheless, proceed.
All I need from you is Eldar attire, not your attire, normal Eldar attire, whether it be battle regiments or normal clothes, anything, and I need someone to teach them about their people.
If we did that, they're going to probably end up more like us than them, but I see where you're going. Going to have some form of Eldar infiltrator. It's not going to be very good, I can tell you that right now. A regular Eldar will spot the difference from a mile away.
That's why I'm trusting you. Yous get as good at it. Yous can make it look normal.
That might be a bit of a stretch. I'll give you kudos for being rather cunning, and this is rather unusual, but if you're planning on simply walking into a Eldar craft world with this technique, I can tell you right now, it's not going to work.
I's not just gonna march in there with an army of Eldars, and I'm gonna be at the front saying, "Oi, you gits, these are your people, let us through." Always wants to dominate in the shadows, in the underground.
Uh-huh. I see. I see it unlikely to succeed.
But with your help, it's much more likely to succeed.
To a point. To a point. Alright.
We exchange one thing for another.
If you're saying that at some point you're going to try and take over worlds quietly, you will be more than happy to step in and take advantage of that situation. As for raising Eldar to be your puppet, I can't guarantee even the remotest chance of success.
But it's not a 0% chance. It's a chance.
There's a slight chance, I'll give it to you, but we're going to have to require a little bit more payment for up front for that sort of training.
Of course, but I also have another thing for you kids to look out for, since you seem to be the equivalent of space bounty hunters. Always is looking for a towel.
You're looking for a towel.
Always
this point-
need.
At this point, Gronk rolls up, says, "Oi, and if you can find one with one of their funny
You're
looking
not
power
here.
armor suits,
No, he's back.
I
You're
call it.
not here.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's back.
Man, I never told you where I was going.
I mean, you're pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, well, we're in the secrecy of a room.
And he's
A
a
room
commander.
in the base.
Gronk.
A shadow detaches from the wall. It's Gronk.
My goodness.
I just sort of pop up at your shoulder. Oi, and if he's looking for a towel, you should also try and find one of their funny looking suits of like power
I turn
armor.
around and grab your shoulder. Gronk, leave the room. This is grown-up talk.
The power armor. Please, could
The
use
power shove.
I look back at the Trueborn.
He says to you, I was wondering when you were going to notice him.
Right. I need a towel for the exact same reason as I need you git for the Eldar. I need to
You are by far the most unusual orc I've ever seen.
always have plans.
Cockamamie half-assed weird plans, but yeah, sure. For the sheer entertainment value. Why not? We'll get you a towel.
Now, I don't mean any kind of towel. If you get, them towel have a leader, don't they?
Oh, we're not going to be able to get you one of those.
Alright, that's alright. Do you get no much?
Pick an element. Earth, fire, air, water.
Oh, you know, Travis, I
Art.
have to go with those fire warriors.
Right, you're going to pick fire. Fair enough. We'll get you someone from the fire cast.
Just make sure
You
that
should get someone from
they
the
all-
Earth cast. They can actually build.
they don't follow you, and you grab someone who's knowledgeable.
No idiotic towel follows an Autark Eldar into the webway. It's a surefire way to die horribly. I think we
Bro, just make sure to grab a smart one, and if you grab him, I'll figure something out to pay you very handsomely.
Sure, a deal's a deal.
I spit in my hand and shake his.
Right. He
At
just
this
sort of-
point, everybody that shakes your hand is wearing gloves.
No, he shakes your hand openly. He is wearing full armor, and he just sort of wipes it on the half-naked female who just looks like she's about to stab him in the fucking throat for it, but restrains herself. Tell you what, if you actually manage to get that tower into space, still one of the strangest things I've seen you boys do. We'll give you a transponder that we'll be able to track you with. It's going to be very obvious, we can tell you right now. We'll be able to follow you. But you will also be able to contact us, just in case you ever succeed in taking a planet.
Right.
If you do
And,
so, let us know. We'll appear. And we'll exchange goods and services in exchange for prisoners.
Of course. I gotta hand you your prisoners for your, spiky times.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm glad we got a deal. Make sure to keep that Humi village purged of the slash. I wouldn't want corrupted Humies in my loins.
Of course not. No guarantees that they're all going to get caught, that sneaky little bastards. But we'll do our best, and if we ever manage to find out where they're all hiding, you'll be the first to know.
Thank ya. I'll be on my way.
Yes, orcs make fantastic meat shields. Farewell, and he just leaves.
And I walk out and grab Gronk by the meat of the back of his neck. Right, Gronk, I didn't invite you inside there.
Right. You
Well, I
did
never
not.
told you to come in there.
I was on the wall before you came in.
Right, Gronk, when I'm talking business like that, I don't really expect my subordinates to be sneaking in and listening in.
I wasn't sneaking in. I was already in there.
Right, Gronk, next time you do that, make your presence known when I come in.
Right.
I pat you on the shoulder. I trust you, Gronk.
I trust you.
Right, Yous is gonna be teaching all the Space Marines how to cook, by the way.
Really? Oz
Yeah.
can't teach him how to sneak.
They needs to know how to sneak, but I don't know if Yous can teach him.
Oz can try.
Show me your best sneak.
Technically, you already did.
I mean, you guys were talking for like 15 minutes.
I stare directly at you. I want to see you disappear.
Alright.
What's that over there? Poof.
He punches me in the face,
I
disappears.
just spin your eyes with the fucking acid and just gone.
Yep, give me your best shot, John. Damn! Alright,
10 degrees
Score was
success.
roll awareness.
Oh boy, that's the one thing I can roll.
But can you roll 10 degrees? Close.
You see him sort of take a few steps back and then sort of shimmer a little bit. And there's still this black figure in front of you. And then the black figure just collapses into a pile of soot.
I poke the suit.
The soot is not
Yeah.
moving, it's just a pile of soot.
I poke
I
you in the
kick
back.
suit. Ahoy!
Boy,
Right,
I told you I was pretty good.
You can teach them how to sneak real goods. Now, I don't know if that one I chose is exactly leader material. He's more like a lineman. I
Right.
think I'm gonna go back and pick a new one.
Oh. Alright.
So, inform the poor guy that he's going back to Vlad's for a while.
I walk up to him. Actually, no, I stealth up to him.
Okay.
Poke him in the back. Oi!
Good.
You. Yumi.
Yes.
He's disappointed us. He's going back to Vlad.
What
Yeah.
the hell? Why?
Oh.
Why are you putting it so frank? Maybe I shouldn't let you do this kind of thing anymore.
Well, I mean, isn't that what you wanted, boss? You
Right,
wanted me to tell him he's going back to Vlad.
Alright, oh,
You
Gronk,
don't-
let me...
You just really care about hurting his feelings, like Yumi.
Right, Gronk, that's not why I care. I'll tell you why I care after I send him off. Right, listen, Sig. You've done really good, and you're one of the many candidates to be the leader of your Space Marine Corps. If you become a Space Marine. But I always have to test the rest of the Space Marines. Or to be Space Marines, to make sure that none of them are a better leader.
Okay.
So Hughes is going back to Vlad's with me, and I'm gonna pick out another one.
Good to know.
Yep. So get on my piano. I'll be out there in a minute.
Your Pete. God.
Go. Shoot.
You fucking orcs are weird. They just.
And I wrap an arm around Gronk. Right, Gronk, if you make him angry, he might revolt.
What's he gonna do? He's just a space marine with no power armor.
Well,
He's
if he gets power armor, what if he talks the other Space Marines into killing us?
I mean, these ain't even real space marines.
Gronk, you're right, but I don't want a revolution.
I want
Right.
what?
I mean, fair enough.
So Gronk, I'm gonna trust you with something, a big task, and you're gonna go do it with Windub and Roebuck.
Right. Right.
Yeah, remember that big corn demon that we fought?
Right.
Well, there are other gits like that around the place. They ain't necessarily corn, but they out there, and they're kind of like 'em.
Right. So you want us to do what with the demon?
Not with him, with the other ones that are possibly here. I want you to look for the other ones. It could be possible there's a Sneech one. It could be possible there's a Slanesh one. If there's some fourth one,
Right.
fourth
Let me
god,
let me postulate you a theory, boss. So, you know the leader of that there Zneech clan?
I don't think he's one of them.
You don't?
He might be, but
I very much do.
I want you to spy on him a little bit. But
You want me
mainly,
to spy on a psyker? I scared.
you,
Remember the last time I did that?
you've got a point. Alright, I want you to see if you can find a Slanesh one.
Alright.
I'm gonna trust you, Windub, and Rolik to do this. And I call out to Windub. Oi, Windub, get out here.
Huh? What?
Alright, Windub, you know Slanesh, right?
Who?
Slanesh. Big, pink, hairy. Likes,
Ready.
likes weird stuff. You remember that human we used to bring
Sure,
around
boss.
with us a lot? Remember that human we used to bring around with us a lot that did those magic spells? Like
Yeah.
him. That's Slanesh. So, remember that big corn demon we fought? I want you to see if there's one of those, but Slanesh. Out in the open world.
Okay. That might be a bit of a Sinesians test series thereof.
And always is gonna accompany you gits, because I don't want him infecting my humies.
Right.
After I take the other humie home.
Slash doesn't have no psychers. There's a problem for me.
I'm so sorry, Gron.
Well, I can't catch him.
I hope there isn't a Nurgle one on this planet.
Well, at least he isn't a sniker. I mean,
Here's the thing: there actually was a very long time ago. You're
Well, a very long
you're
time ago
currently
it's past.
standing where he used to be.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, knowing that information now, the other two are probably Sneech and Slanesh.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll take Sig home, and we're gonna go hunting for a possible Slanesh champion.
Cool. In that case, we'll call it here and pick it up next week. Say goodbye to YouTube.
Goodbye.
YouTube.